welcome to the full council meeting of Barnoldswick Town Council on the 12th of April. Do we have any apologies for absence?
We do. Marjorie Adams, Lindsay Gaskell, Mandy Boardman, Emma West.
Right. Item number 2, declaration of interests. No. Item number 3, open forum to receive for a maximum of 15 minutes questions from the public on issues which do not appear on the agenda. I would assume we'll go back to that at the end of the meeting, as with no members of the public, unless there's something.
Tom?
No. Oh yeah.
Wow. Sorry.
Fine.
It's done. It's done.
Sorry.
After that small interlude, item number 4, minutes from the last meeting, please find attached. To approve and accept the minutes of the last council meeting held on the 8th of March.
Chair, move those meetings. Second.
Thank you. Right, item number 5, committee work and working group reports attached. A, allotments 15th of March.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh,
It should be on that one. There.
I found it. Right.
Chair, I'll move those allotment minutes.
Second that.
Okay. B, the town meeting on the 1st of March.
Chair, I'll move that meeting.
Second those.
Okay.
Theme going on here.
Item number 6, finance. To confirm approval of payments made by the town clerk to the council, to the council since the last meeting of the council, and to delegate consent for payments to be made prior to the next meeting of the town council.
Chair,
Yeah.
would it be advisable to take the urgent item with this?
Oh, you good, are you?
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Right, back to working and committee group reports.
No,
No,
finance.
Right, finance, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
we'll do it as B.
it's a finance item, isn't it?
Right. Right. To confirm the appointment.
Can I move we approve the payments to delegate consent for payments to be made prior to the next meeting of the council?
Do we have a second? Do we all agree?
Yeah.
Right. Finance B.
New one.
Right.
Chairman, you need to explain why you're taking an urgent item.
Taking an urgent item because we need to, if we want to do whatever's involved, we need to give permission tonight, otherwise we won't be able to do it. Right, Joe, can you...
Yeah, 2 options have been looked at for the Box Bar. We currently buy about 17,000 cans of beer and cider, which produces quite a lot of waste, but it also is quite back-breaking moving it. And an option of looking at producing pints using a bottoms-up machine, it's called. It's where something we're going to have to hire in, has been looked at, and we need a review of the Box Bar budget in order to facilitate this. But I'm not saying we're doing it, I just want the option if that's what's agreed.
Right.
I propose.
Chairman, could I just ask, the additional costs of doing it in that way, how do they work out, and how would those costs then be covered? Yeah.
To buy 150 kegs, litres. This
Yes.
thing. I need to look at it properly. It cost us to buy 17,000 beers in kegs, £17,920. However, the same if we were to buy it in, I need a calculator, if we were to buy it in cans would be considerably less. The other thing is to take into consideration is hiring the 2 machines and the glasses, because the glasses are used are specific for the machine. They fill from the bottom, and then when you lift the glass off, a magnet seals a hole. So I would say, I can probably work it out exactly. But so this will be recouped. The money's, it's not, we're not going to affect the budget. All will change is increasing the income figure for bots, but increasing the bots bar costs by a similar amount. So it won't cost the council any more overall. It's just that I need the budget in order to buy it, and then I will add the whatever figure the budget goes up by onto the income from bots. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Sorry, I should have written that down.
Is this something to buy that we would then have for future?
No.
No.
It's hiring. Machines are probably £9,000 each to hire. You get 4 to buy. Sorry. You get that's smart. You get 4 like spouts on each one, and you put a glass on it, and it fills in 7 seconds. So it will be able to keep up with the demand that we have for the bar. Because I've spoken to the man. He said he on one festival in a day poured 8,500 pints. We give out about 17,000 over the course of the weekend. So with 2 of them, one, it'll give us the comfort that if something happened to one of them, we could continue, and 2 people could do it. That's the only downfall. We don't have 2 machines and something goes wrong. So if you were going to do like from an income point of view, I think a can you could probably sell for more than sort of £3, but a pint you could sell for 4 or whatever. So that's where the difference in income will come. Yeah.
Yeah, because you do get more, because we don't really do pound cans anymore.
No.
John?
How does it fare when it comes to under or oversupply of the beer itself? So before we've obviously bought more than enough beer and we've managed to sell off the excess.
Yeah.
With this, is there a buyback if we don't use it?
The kegs from the company that Colin used for their events are on sale or return.
Right, okay.
So we get to the last day and maybe go down to 1 machine, so that the barrels that we do have on we should empty. Everything else can go back and we'll get exactly the same back as we paid for them, which is the same as Booker's for the cans.
Okay, and how quickly is the restock? Because obviously if we run out...
They are open Saturday and Sunday. They're not open on the Monday, but we would know by the Sunday how many we'd need on the Monday.
Right, okay.
Worst case scenario, on the Monday we could go back cans.
So we'd have to put the price of the beer up to make the same amount of money as we would on cans, essentially?
Yeah, but there's 20% more in a pint than there is in a can.
Yeah. Which comes in its own delivery system, or its own drinking container. Okay.
Yeah, but then the thing with that is, John, if you watch the back bar at Bob's, you've got the plastic packaging from the outside of every 24. Last year, every 4 was coming in its own little cardboard container, and then the cans themselves would just fill skip load after skip load.
No, I understand that's
And it's backbreaking.
Yeah.
It's absolutely backbreaking.
So are these, I won't call them glasses, all,
Containers.
yes. Are they just disposable? Do they chuck them or?
Yeah, you've got 2 options. You can either get them that are disposable, which cost 30 pence plus that each, or you can get them where they're for multiple use and they're £2 each. So it's whether or not you could do something with the whole, with some places like football clubs sell people the glass to reuse. It's whether or not you could, if people would want that, brand the glass maybe, and then they reuse it for a discount on further drinks. I don't know, but then that comes with its own thing. What if we don't? No, because it's filling from the bottom.
I'm sorry, Chair, I don't think it's a discussion for you, is it?
No, but all you're doing is agreeing whether or not I can budget round.
That was the point I was going to make. I mean, the final decision on which route we go down can be left, but this is the last opportunity to give Joe the authority to go above the budget that we set for the box bar. So in the budget we allocated £30,000 for the bar costs, but if we go down this route, it's going to be more than £30,000, and as Joe explained previously, that will be matched by additional income to cover those additional costs. The other thing that we've touched on, but needs to be taken into account, is the labour involved with the different ways of doing it, and you would still have to move your kegs about in order to chill your lager. We're going to have to put it in essentially a fridge overnight, because we don't have chiller units, and if we were getting chiller units, how fast can they work, etc., we don't know. So that's another thing to weigh in the balances. It is an advantage in terms of the labour. There's certainly, I think, an advantage in terms of the disposal of 17,000 cans, which we've looked at from the point of view of, can we set up a recycling scheme? And indeed, we've recently asked if Barnoldswick would be interested in doing a recycling operation. But, there's a lot of effort involved in that. We have done it previously. And I mean, you can occupy, 4 people for the whole of the event.
Yeah.
Just on that segregation and recycling. So, I think there's some advantages of going down the keg route in any event, but for the time being, all we need to do is grant authority to Joe to go over the £30,000 in order to allow that possibility to happen if it's deemed to be the best one.
Chair, I move that we grant the disposition to Joe.
I have proposed that we should
You can second it.
do second.
Yeah, no second.
I don't mind, I mean,
No,
I've written that down then, crossed it out.
I know the boss meeting next Thursday. So
Yeah, we can have a proper discussion.
we'll have a proper
there.
discussion.
Yeah.
I'll put it in, I will put it in, I'll do some work on it and put it, the pros and cons and everything else. It's just an option, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like I say, I know the kegs are still a bit heavy, but they can't be as bad as moving all the cans.
That's tweaking thinking about that.
Minus 2.
Right. Item number 7. To review.
Have we voted on that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do we all agree?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can tell someone's just come back tomorrow.
I'm still there. One of each.
You know,
what?
it's table, no.
Don't 6 logs at Washington. Item number 7. To review matters relating to the internal audit. A. Appoint an internal auditor, which I'm not sure is Road.
Can I propose that we appoint Whittle and Bowker as the internal auditor?
Second that, Chair.
Everyone in agreement?
Seems to be.
B. Risk assessment schedule. Does everybody, do we have any questions? No?
Move that we accept the risk assessment statement.
Second that, Chair.
Everyone in agreement? Item number 7C. Effectiveness of the internal audit 2023. Yeah. So I've got a letter of...
No, it's that one, it's the third one, it's that one.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. As far as I can see, everything seems to be correct and perfect.
Yeah.
Move that.
Second that. Third
Is
that.
everyone in agreement?
I know the second one.
That's the point. You're doing all this stuff.
Right.
It's just a date on the back which needs to change.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Right. I shall change that. And this is what you're all here for.
Item number 8, the asset register. David.
Yes, Chairman, I think for Jill's benefit, this is a peculiar meeting. This is a peculiar meeting
You sound
because the auditor insists that we've got to review the asset register after the financial year ends. And we did it on the 31st of March one, so we got hauled over the coals because they said that we could have bought something after the meeting, which is absurd. So we have this special meeting just so that we can consider the register of assets at the right time to satisfy the auditor. And we don't leave it until later in the year because Jo likes to get her audit done and dusted and get it all sorted out and get it done in record time before anybody else in the whole country's done it.
No, I've beat some have already done it.
Right.
Saved on your add yesterday.
The point that I always raise at this juncture is about the event equipment that we inherited from Pendle Borough Council. Because...
Sonia?
No...
No, because they haven't officially recognised.
Well,
They haven't.
yeah, this is... right, so when we took over the...
Oh,
We've had this discussion before.
Yes, we have it every year.
If they haven't officially handed us the asset,
It
Well,
doesn't belong
can't
to
go on our
us.
asset register.
We've got a letter from the then director, Philip Morsdale, to say yes, the equipment was ours,
But it goes on 0.
and it can go on a 0. In his letter, he said, and we'll sort out the detail later on. However, Mr Morsdale has now left the employ of Pendle Borough Council. Everybody else that knows anything about this has left the employ of Pendle Borough Council. And all I want is a line on the asset register to say event equipment, which is ours, and it's worth a tidy sum of money, and it needs to be formally acknowledged.
Electrical equipment, Rainbow Centre.
Well, it's more than electrical equipment. There's £6,000 worth of plastic flooring, which is down par, etc., etc., etc.
I think they were consumable.
I'm sorry, but if we haven't officially handed a handover, which we haven't, then we can't put it on our asset register. So what we need to do is chase up the Pendle.
No, but then if they tell her, they're going to take it back of us.
Well, if they take it back, they take it back, but either way, it's got to be
Can
done.
we not just charge them for storing it?
No.
We can't put it on the asset register until it's officially ours. At the minute, it's officially not. So,
Well, Chairman, I think we've got an official letter that says it is officially ours. It's just that they didn't list what all the
It's not
individual items were.
itemised.
I doubt they even had an itemised list.
probably not.
Would
No.
they just give someone an itemised list and go, put your signature on that?
Well, no,
And I
because
said
there's
we
nobody
want
there
that.
that would do it. And the current... Anyway.
And there could be things in there that now do belong to us and are on the assets register that could get mixed up in it. There's no way for that, sorry.
That's the paper propeller and the family.
Anyway, I mean, if we could just have a line, it says 116.
Right, you can have it. I'll add it.
Can we not consider it assets of the building? And that they transfer during transfer to the because presumably the other equipment in there, like, you know, the toilets and stuff.
No, yeah, but they're fixtures, no? Can we not just stand a line on it? It says 116.
What do you want to write in it?
Assorted event equipment And
That's it, that's all you can have, because ignore my lines.
Done.
And then,
but it's
Zero, so it makes no difference, the asset register.
That's it.
no, but at least it's there.
Alright, so I'll stick it on tomorrow.
Thank you.
Approved with the addition of,
Yes.
approved with the addition
Second
of.
with the addition.
does everybody agree with that?
I think that's a major triumph.
I've written it in with my biro, it's permanent now.
To be fair, I think the conversation took about 20 minutes last year. You're still in that list. Yeah, it's still in that list.
So, with that amendment, if
That's fine.
yes, that's all right. Item number 10, correspondence or items for information only.
Chair.
She changed
Oh, right,
it,
what was it?
she changed it, not me.
It was me, and put the beer machine in. Sorry, I confused myself, cross things out. Trying to be organised. That's where it gets. Correspondence. Items for information only. To note the oral report. To note an oral report from
No, there isn't.
Right, okay. Any other business?
Chair, just go back to the open forum bit, just to see if there are any public questions.
Have you put something on?
No, I was just reminding you that we need
Can
to
I
do that.
return to the public forum to see if anyone's asking any questions?
Doesn't look like it.
It's fine, Chair. Yeah, maybe.
Are we even being watched?
That's a good question.
Probably not. Probably.
We're not doing it again. No. Yeah, it's probably
No.
Chair.
Oh, well, I've had any Christmas scar on that. Right, thank you everybody for attending. And
Any outgoing?
And can I thank any outgoing councillors from the last term that aren't standing again this year? It's been a pleasure.
Can we thank you as chair?
Oh, you can have that.
You're not right. You're not.
You can,
Sorry,
but
you're right.
I forgot to thank you when I told you.
No, just something sure you want, that's all.
You're very welcome, Chris. Thank you.
In October, can I have 3 weeks of work?
Are we closing the time?